basic 3-lesson series last time. We went over all the notes for you to practice. We went over all the chords for you to practice. Went over some of the music theory and how to read tabs. And today we're going to go over some of the bar chords in case you want to learn and play more of the rockin' music and stuff. So anyway, stay tuned. We're going to go over all that and show you, how to make those same chords in like the rock style bar chords. And stick around. Please click on the like, subscribe buttons. And please share this with anybody else who might be interested in learning how to play. We'll get started as soon as we roll the intro.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Hey guys, if you didn't see my basic guitar series, it consists of 3 videos. First one's on the notes, the second one's on the chords, the third one's kind of on some music theory. It's very, very important, especially that 1 and 2. The 1 is most important, get familiar with the notes. The second one is on the chords, but you need to practice, really get familiar with the notes, because that's going to help, as you'll see in this lesson. Here's a screenshot of the notes on the guitar. And here is a screenshot of all the 7 of the major chords in the first position, like in fret 1. And here's a screenshot of all the minor chords in position 1 on that first fret. And be sure to practice these and practice. The better you practice these, the better you'll be at doing the other stuff I'm going to be showing you today. We always start these with the basics. Coffee. It does a body good. Hey guys, so today I want to go over the bar chords and how to make different chords. First thing I want to go over, if you look up here, you see this A chord. See how, when we were showing you how to make it, we were showing you technically the correct way to make an A, which is like that. You'll notice when we're playing this A, this string is played open, which I told you is like a pretend finger on that. Another way to make that is to hold all 3 of those notes with one finger, and it's just like this finger's holding that one, and you don't play the top one. That shape, that holding this one and holding those 3 down, is an A. If you're holding it down on that 5th string, the second one from the top, and starting playing from there. And if you move that same shape, if you look at this B note here, that same shape is just moved up 2 frets. That's a B. And then, if you move it up 1 more, it's a C. And it's the same with these top strings, the way they got it. But today I'm going to be talking about bar chords. So I want to show you, if you were holding these 3 down with that finger. Now the difference in this top set of strings I have are major and these are minor. So let's take the A for instance. When you're playing a major chord, that's for a little bit more uplifting beat. A little bit happier, whereas your A minor down here is going to be more of an eerie tone or a depressing tone, like. It gets a little bit more of the somber tone. It's the same thing with an E. You see your E major chord right here is going to be. Whereas your minor, you just lift up that first finger. It gives a little bit more of a depressing and a saddened tone and everything else. So that's kind of the difference your major ones go. Now I want you to notice when you're looking at A and E, the shapes are very similar, only on the top string, this same shape here that's a major chord, that on the A, if you move that same string up to the top one where you're playing these top three, that's an E, E minor. So like when you see an A and an A minor, it's exactly the opposite on the top string. The same shape that's a major, when you move down to that one string down, becomes a minor tone of the chord that it represents. So see this E shape that's played on the, from the top string open and those three strings. If I move that down one string down to where I'm playing from the A string and everything down one, see, that's the minor chord on there. Whereas if I do the, the same shape on the top string right here, what's an E minor on the top string, that minor sound, if you look at that same shape when I move it down one, see how it's more of the uplifting tone, the major. So that's one of the things you got to remember is that, other than that, I'm going to get a little bit more into the actual bar chords. So, all right, so when you're thinking bar chords and what's going on with bar chords, so bar chords are a way in rock music. You'll notice this first chord, let's say you're playing this. Let's just start with an E, playing everything on the top string. So when you're playing this, that first string is open, which would be kind of like pretending to hold your finger right here. And a lot of time in rock, they're just playing that top 2 or 3 strings. So you're hitting like maybe that top, the 5th one, maybe the 4th one. You're either ringing it out or you're just barely laying your hand on the strings to mute it while you do that. Now if I move that up one more, you can see in the diagram right here, if I just move that same position, forgetting about these other fingers, just with that one and then barring this other one or just playing these three. If I move this same position up one, it becomes an F. So if I'm going, here's the E, and I move it up one, it becomes an F. If I move it up again, it goes with the notes of the guitar. So if you look back to where the notes were in the guitar, these follow wherever that note is. So if it went E, F, G, so if I played that bar chord on that G note, that's a G chord, right? That same shape, it's, just like a triad. If you hold that and hold these two down, or if you're holding these two fingers here down with one, however you got to do it. It's a lot less stress on the hands to play it like that with your third finger and your fourth finger down and holding that here. So same thing on the A string, the next one down, only you're not playing this top string, you're just playing from here down. So if I looked at, instead of playing the A chord, you can see up there with these 3 fingers, I would just hold those down. If I'm in that first position, I'm gonna hold it like that. But, that's pretending that there's a finger right here holding it down. So if I move that down 2 frets, that becomes a B, that becomes a C, that becomes a D. Now if I'm playing on this B, and let's say I'm playing that B, and I want that to be a minor chord instead of a major, I'm just gonna play that same shape that started from an A minor and move that down, and that gives it that more eerie tone. And that's the same with these chords up here. Your minor, if I'm on an F, that's your minor tone. If I play it like this, you got your major tone and your minor tone. So in rock music, a lot of the time they're just playing bar chords, which is this shape here, either in your first position holding this down, and your other shapes are just moving that same chord down to whatever note you are on the guitar. This is an A string, A, B, C. So if I wanted to play the chords, I would play, that's your A. So if I moved to that B note and played that same shape, B, I move it again, C, D. So if you're playing a rockin' music and they're putting those chords on the tabs, then, you know, if it's saying, you know, let's say you're doing, and I'm not sponsored by anybody, I'm not pushing anything, but let's say you're doing something like, you know, some Zeppelin going. You know, it's getting familiar with the song and knowing how to play it. So when you're wanting to play a note on there, if you were looking at the guitar tabs for, let's say you pulled up one of your artists. So let's just say it said B, A, G, and you were looking at songs like, you know, and as we wind on down the road, so it'd go, you know, and you saw, so B, B. Now on your thing, I'm striking down twice, then down, up, down, down twice, down, up, down. So if I was looking at B, B, A, G, G. We're going to go with the notes of the guitar. That's why it's so important to get familiar with the notes of the guitar, the chords of the guitar. The better you know the notes is how you know what chord to go to. So E, F, G, A, B. So if it said B, A, you know, so B, A, G, A, B, you'd go B, A, G, A, B, B, you know. But in the beginning, you may have to go E, F, G, B, C, you know, to figure out where you're going on it. Same thing on the next one, A, B, C, D. So if you were looking at a D, it would be that same shape, this one, barring that, or at least holding that top one down, and then this one kind of holding those two down, or like this, but it's that same shape like that. You know, would make that D chord, right? So another thing there's a thing called walk-ups and walk-downs and stuff. You'll notice a lot of them, like we'll do these walk-ups and walk-downs on the guitar. So kind of like this one going. And that's just walking from one chord to the next one. So if I played this chord, a G, and then with my third finger, I played this one and just slid it down to the next one. Then my first finger on that next string down. And then I put down my third finger and slid it again. And then walked back up. It's a natural progression to get back to that chord. So it'd be. See how it just makes it smoothly walk into it. And a lot of artists did that, you know, like. You know, a lot of them will use those walk-ups and walk-downs to set themselves up for that next chord. So that's something you could practice on the guitar or writing your own music. But anyway, just wanted to show you some kind of bar chord theory in case you want to learn some rock songs or play with things with that. I hope this helps, and we'll see you on the next video. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, please comment down below. Please click on the like, subscribe buttons, and we'll see you on the next video.